Hey, my wonderful Libra, Divine Masculine Placements, Christina here, coming at you with your extended monthly Tarotscope for the month of what? October. Happy birthday, by the way, whether it was in September or October. I wish you all the best. I'm coming at you, though, with your Tarotscope for the month of October, which is why I have a Halloween shirt on, you know? Temperance here, Queen of Cups. Patience, angelic energy, tapping into the inner feminine. As I was channeling for you this month, I was like, Source, what do I need to know for the masculine Libra placements? And what kept coming in for me were feet. And I was so confused. I'm like, what do you mean feet? And then I tapped in more with it. And it was this idea of like cleaning like dirty feet or walking, traveling, like this idea of like one step at a time. Anything you might be feeling maybe in your feet or resonating with that idea of just someone traveling forward or feeling like you've come a long way and you're making progress, but you feel kind of like icky in it, right? Like, and maybe not because of what you did, maybe because of something you've done, who knows? But it's this idea of like, how do we wash our feet? And it does make me think of like, biblical, references to Christ, washing people's feet, and this idea of like, you know, compassion, that angel there with the Queen of Cups, like, you know, are you able to tap into that ability to like give back to someone? So anyways, let's get into the astrology though, because I want to start on the astrology before we dive in. But that was the channel download. Yeah, Knight of Cups. It's like, I feel like you're moving forward at a really like perfect pace. Libra energy is that balance, duality, justice energy, feminine and masculine. And this Knight is the middle balance. It's just like Libra energy. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. It knows how to be mutable in that way, which you are as a Libra sign. All right, October 2nd. Okay, so understand we're in Libra season, but we're still in Mercury retrograde until the 3rd. And so that's going to go Mercury, well, till the 2nd into the 3rd. Mercury will then go direct Virgo. So what happens with our communication since this retrograde ends is with Virgo energy, it's more grounded and clear in how we communicate. Virgo is still very intuitive. So it's this feeling of like intuitively, how do you feel called to communicate? Like tap in with that. But it's also very logical and grounded. It's not just sporadic and like, I'm just going to do this. It's a very good mix of both. So tap in with anything you feel around the 2nd. On the 4th through the 5th, we have Aquarian energy moving in with the moon, which is conjunct Saturn. And so this is a period of big like transformation for the collective. It's just like a period of like understanding the collective greater good. Like, where do you fit into the puzzle? Where do you want to fit in? Are you trying to avoid that? Like so often, Libra energy, it's like, you want to be popular and all this, right? Like you want to have lots of friends, but understand it through this spiritual awakening, that's exactly what you're called to do, is to fit in and be cool with like spiritual leaders and like the angel here, Temperance, and have patience with others and understand that like how we tap into that idea of like popularity is by being our most authentic selves. But I think for a lot of Libra placements, it's difficult because it was the opposite of that when you were growing up or in your life, right? Like it was always like, no, I have to be like unique and I can't respect anyone else's uniqueness, or I have to conform to society type of energy. And so check in with that. Like, okay, what did I do to feel popular or have friendships or feel worthy before? And what am I now being called to do in my spiritual journey? And all God asks is for you to be authentic in yourself. And if you cannot be authentic in yourself, as sure enough, like on the 8th, we have Pluto direct Capricorn, okay? And we've been actually waiting on this since about April 19th. And Pluto direct Capricorn is a time to eliminate any energy, any person, any thought system, any belief that is no longer aligned with you and the greatest good of the collective, right? So there's a big, you can tell with the astrology buildup here, but death here comes out, right? Death to past cycles. What do you need to release? What connections are you holding on to because you think it makes you feel great in status or popularity? What connections do you need to release in that? in order to step into your most authentic state to call in new soul connections, right? And are you holding on to these connections? Why? What purpose are they serving for you right now? The tower reversed. It's like I feel like you're going to avoid a lot of tower moments, and you're going to be in this energy of rebuilding your identity, rebuilding who you want to be. But that full moon in Aries hits on the 9th, and Aries energy is all I am. It's I am. And it's all very powerful. It's the first, sign of the zodiac, and it encourages you to look forward and say, you know what? I'm not going to try to be so balanced in my connections and worry about everyone else. I'm going to focus on me. What do I need? Who am I? What serves my best, highest, greatest good? I feel like there is a bit of a fear here to walk away from the past. The Eight of Cups reversed. But it's like you must walk away from the past in order to embrace the truth. Like, this is critical for you. On the 10th, Mercury enters Libra, which again, that Mercury energy, that's balanced communication, especially if you have a loved one, a lover, a counterpart, a family, friend, someone you really care about. Like, this is the time to communicate with them. This is great energy. They're going to be balanced and honest in their communication. So are you. This isn't going to be extremes in that way. Five of Pentacles reversed, like, you're not going to be left out in the cold. It's very unlikely that you'll be like ghosted or, treated poorly. That's a great time to reach out. Yeah, the Lovers comes out again. Like, love is a big deal. This full moon in Aries, remember, full moons are a time to release. So release any fears about love. Like, any past connection that maybe you're wanting to re-engage with, or something that went wrong in a current connection, it's like, release any fear there. Be like, you know what? I'm not afraid. I'm not gonna let fear control me. I'm gonna speak the truth. And then, yeah, like, as you release that on the 9th, people ask how to release. I'm always like, what I love to do, especially it's Halloween season, it's like, it could be like a pumpkin or a bonfire or whatever, fall energy. It's like, take a piece of paper, write it down. Be like, I release fear about this. I release the past fear of this. I release the past trauma, whatever it is for you. Write it down. It could be a letter. It could just be a sentence, and then burn it. Give it to source. Be like, no, I'm not going to hold that in my energetic field anymore. Like, I'm not. I feel like a lot of you, it's like that tripping over words energy. If you're like, I know I want to communicate to a love about something, but there's something here. It's like, release that. Or that fear of not being able to clearly communicate. Understand that if someone loves you, if you're tripping over words, if you're nervous, it's okay, right? Like, a real lover would be patient with you and kind and allow you the time and space to speak that truth. So yeah, the 14th through the 22nd, again, we have, God, this month is like, it's so much transformation and love. Again, like, look at this. You're not going to be left out in the cold. And like, anyone you think was like betraying you, I feel like you're going to see the truth, or if you were betraying them, and you're going to feel like this need to like reconcile in some way. The 14th through the 22nd is transformations in love. Venus is in Libra, trine Saturn in Aquarius. And again, it's just this idea of like, yeah, like, how do I communicate my truth? How do I tap in with this larger energy, right? Like, how do I free myself? How do I free myself of this? And because I feel like there's something here that's like a burden. That Ten of Swords reversed. It's like the Tower reversed. It's like there's something here in love that it feels like you want to rebirth, because I don't see much here about finances at all. And so the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Wands reversed. It's like, maybe you need to communicate with someone that like feels like you were not feeling like you were passionate towards them. Or maybe like it's this idea of like forgive and forget. Like, I don't know. Like, are you surrendering to a flow state and to this authentic connection, or are you holding back? Are you with the right lovers? That kind of energy. That's what like this Libra season energy feels like. As we go through, yeah, like, what else comes out for you? Yeah, there's a burden here. There's a burden you're carrying, because it's like you got out of conflict in the past around a connection, and like, you want to tell someone that. You want to be like, yeah, this happened. I know it's you, but you're worried they're going to be critical and judgmental of you. Or you're being critical and judgmental of yourself for those actions. And understand, again, if you can forgive yourself, if you know this is the clean energy, then a cycle completes. The Three of Pentacles here. It's like, you'll be called in to collaborate with the right people. as we're talking about the beginning of the month, release energies and people you know are not meant for you. Take a minute to breathe, release with that full moon, and then step towards anyone you know is. Friend, family, lover, tap back in with that energy. We move into Scorpio season on the 23rd. And Scorpio season, I'm interested to see what will occur because as many of us have our Pluto return occurring right now, it's just a fascinating concept for me. Yeah, like the Three of Swords comes out. It's like that end of the month. It's kind of like judgment time of like, okay, did you speak your truth in Libra season, right? Like Scorpio season, if you did not do what you know you were called to do in Libra season, whatever that might be, friend, family, lover, then by Scorpio season, it's going to hit you because everyone's going through this Scorpio Pluto return. Not everyone, but most people. The United States as a whole is this year in 2022. And so Scorpio season hits, of course, and that's going to be a big deal. So Three of Swords here, it's like you're really called to like tap into that energy of like, did you rip someone's heart apart? Like, what did you do? Ace of Swords reverse. It's like, are you refusing to bring clarity to someone because you're obsessed with the idea of controlling that? Or like that idea of like, I want privacy and security. It's like, but if you fucked someone over, the universe knows, and there's no victory here, by the way. And it's like, you do not need to be on defense. Like, it's like one of those things you're like, if I don't know there's victory, then I'm not letting my guard down. And it's like, well, you got to let your guard down regardless of the outcome and flow with source. But that's up to you. By the end of the month, we have the moon moving into Aquarius, a new moon. We also have a solar eclipse going on in Scorpio. And so that's going to be a big energy as well. And so again, that's a great time to like manifest, call in what you want, all of that. But I tell people all the time, I tell them all the time, if you do not release with the full moon and do the work, like through this month as you watch this, if you don't do the work that I was just talking about of releasing people earlier in the month, going towards who you need to, etc., by the end of the month, you're going to feel super weak, strength reversed. Because what happens is like these cycles with the moon are so significant and so many people are like, okay, whatever, I'll wait. It wasn't that bad with the full moon. And I always laugh because I'm like, I feel like new moons are actually more significant. Many of you having chakra activation this month, understanding there are infinite possibilities of belief, of ways of living. It's like this beautiful, these cups, like, look how beautiful this is. Like you realizing like everyone has a different life and a journey. And you know what? My way is great for me, but it doesn't have to be how someone else lives their life. And it's this appreciation of others' beauty. And I know, especially as Libra energy, right? Like you like fine things, you like nice things. It's like, well, God wants to give you all of that. But if you're not going to like bring your manifestations to life, if you're not going to allow what you've been thinking about to cultivate in your experience by not taking an action, then therefore you don't get it. And the Page of Swords here with the King of Cups reverse, the Moon reverse, a reminder to stop getting online so much. I mean, I'm happy you're watching this, but at the same time, like, get off the internet, focus on source, tap in. This month, October, it's a beautiful month to tap in with Mother Nature, Mama Gaia, wherever you are on the planet. I want to point out too, on the 21st, I meant to mention this earlier, the moon is in Virgo, trine Uranus in Taurus. And that is all about values, money, beauty, and stewardship over Mother Earth. And so again, around the 21st, that idea of like really getting out of this energy, like you guys slow down, tap in with Mama Gaia, tap in with yourself. These secrets, it's like you're avoiding something in your subconscious, whatever that might be for you. You're avoiding this in your subconscious. And it's like, how can you pull it forth? Because if you can pull it forth and address it, the Sun, the happiest card in the deck, illuminations, wishes fulfilled, okay? All right, Divine Masculine. Woo! My cards fell over the floor. See, that's the energy, though. It's like this feeling of like, just release it. Just like go all in. Be like, okay, I'm jumping off the diving board. All right, it's God, it's universe, let's go on the journey. All right, you got this, you got this, you got this. You got this, okay? 111 on my clock, or 1111 on my clock as I say that. Maybe repeating numbers are significant. 1111, 1010, 444, 555, things like that. Tap into that, look them up. Also your dream state. My hair's crazy. Don't worry about my skin suit. But again, not worrying about your skin suit right now. Focusing on your connection with source, okay? Mama Gaia, earth, nature. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. You got this. I love you. I'll see you next month. If you want to book a personal reading with me or have questions, link is in, well, I guess it's not in my bio on TikTok or on YouTube, but I'm on TikTok. And gingermama.com with 3 A's is where you can find me. All right. Bye, guys. See ya.